Now let's take a look at the Chapter 8 review number 21. We want to find the area of the shaded region. So the idea behind this question is if we find the area of the sector that looks like this, and we find the area of the triangle right here, if I take the area of the sector and subtract the area of the triangle, that will give me the area of the shaded region. So let's start by finding the area of the triangle. To do that, I'm just going to redraw the triangle out here, and this will be my 48 degrees. So similar to the way we find the area of a regular polygon, I'm going to go ahead and draw a line that goes straight down here for the height. This is an isosceles polygon, or I'm sorry, an isosceles triangle. So that means that this is 15.8, this would be 15.8, which means that the bottom is divided in two, and then I can find the height. So if I can find the base and the height of this, I can find the area. So I have to take and divide this angle 48 in half, which will give me 24. So the measure of that angle right in there is 24 degrees. So now I can find the height, since this is the adjacent side and this is the, let me back up here just a second. This is the hypotenuse and this is the adjacent side. So adjacent and hypotenuse is cosine. So to find the height, we're going to do the cosine of 24 is equal to the adjacent side, which is the height, over the hypotenuse, which is 15.8. This is a multiplication problem, so I get 15.8 times the cosine of 24 is equal to 14.4340. Now, to find the base, what I'm going to do here is say that this is the opposite side and this is the hypotenuse. If it's opposite and hypotenuse, that's sine. So we'll have the sine of 24 is equal to the opposite side over the hypotenuse. Again, this is a multiplication problem, so I have that x equals 15.8 times the sine of 24. Now, that's going to give me x, but I have to multiply that by 2 so that I get the length of the whole base. So we're going to multiply this by 2. When I do that, I'm going to end up with 92.76 is going to be the area of one triangle. Now, to find the area of the sector, we're looking at the area of a circle, which is pi r squared, times the fraction of the circle that the sector takes up. In this case, that's going to be 48 degrees out of 360 degrees. So when I plug in my numbers, I'm going to get pi times 15.8 squared times 48 over 360. And when you put that in your calculator, you're going to end up with 104.57. Now, to figure out the area of just the shaded part, we need to subtract 92.76, and that's going to give me 11.81.